Hey everyone, breakups suck, right? It feels like someone took your heart, put it through a blender and hit the smoothie button. Not fun. But guess what? They can also be a golden opportunity to rediscover who you really are. It's like that old saying, when one door closes, another one opens. Except in this case, the door slammed on your finger, and you're trying to remember where you put the band-aids. But hey, at least there's another door, right? So grab some popcorn, and let's dive into how you can turn this heartbreak into a breakthrough. Okay, let's be real. The first few days, weeks, maybe even months after a breakup can feel like you're living in your own personal rom-com montage. Except instead of looking cute and having fun, you're mostly wearing pajamas inside out, surrounded by empty pizza boxes. It's like the universe decided to put you in a never-ending loop of sad songs and rainy days. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. It's not cute on anyone. Trust me, no one looks good in the breakup uniform. You might feel lost, confused, and like you're constantly on the verge of tears. It's like your emotions are on a roller coaster that you never signed up for. You know, that feeling when you open the fridge for the 5th time in an hour, hoping that magically a delicious cake will appear. Yeah, that's the feeling. It's a mix of desperation and wishful thinking. Or maybe you're the opposite. You're like a robot just going through the motions, feeling absolutely nothing. It's like you're on autopilot just trying to get through the day. Both are totally normal, by the way. Everyone processes breakups differently. And there's no right or wrong way to feel. And then there's the self-doubt monster that loves to rear its ugly head during breakups. It thrives on your insecurities and fears. It whispers things like, "What's wrong with me?" Or "Will I ever find someone who loves me?" It feeds on your vulnerability. Don't listen to that monster. It survives on pizza crusts and self-pity, and we're not feeding it anymore. It's time to starve it out. This is a time for some serious self-reflection. Think about what you want, who you are, and where you want to go from here. Think of it like cleaning out your closet. It's a chance to declutter your mind and your life. You know, the one with the clothes you haven't worn in years but keep just in case. It's time to let go of the past. It's time to get rid of those negative thoughts and limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Clear out the mental clutter. Remember, you are not defined by your relationship status. You are so much more than that. You are a whole, complete person with your own unique qualities, talents, and aspirations. Embrace them. You are worthy of love, happiness, and a lifetime supply of delicious cake, and no breakup can take that away from you. Celebrate yourself. It's like losing your favorite pair of socks. You feel incomplete, like something essential is missing. You feel incomplete, but hey, you still have other socks. And those socks can be just as comfortable and warm. And you know what? You might even find an even better, more fabulous pair of socks out there. Life has a way of surprising you. Okay, now that we've acknowledged the emotional roller coaster that is a breakup, let's talk about the amazing opportunity it presents. It's a chance to start anew, to rebuild yourself from the ground up, and to embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. This is your chance to hit the reset button and redefine who you are, what you want, and most importantly, who you don't want in your life. It's a moment to reclaim your identity and set new goals. This is where the self-reflection part comes in. It's time to dig deep and ask yourself some tough questions. What are your passions? What makes you tick? What dreams have you put on hold? What did you love doing as a kid? Think back to those carefree days when you were full of curiosity and wonder. Maybe you loved to paint or write poetry or build things out of Legos. Those activities that brought you joy can still be a source of happiness and fulfillment. Or maybe you were the kid who rocked at air guitar and you secretly dream of joining a rock band. It's never too late to chase those dreams. This is your time to shine. Embrace your uniqueness and let your true self come forward. As the great philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Your mindset shapes your reality. Deep, right? But he's got a point. The thoughts you entertain will influence your life in profound ways. If you focus on negative thoughts, you're going to attract negativity. It's a cycle that can be hard to break. But if you focus on the positive, on what you love, on what makes you you, that's when the magic happens. Positivity breeds positivity. Remember all those hobbies you put on hold while you were in a relationship? Those passions are still there, waiting for you to rediscover them. Maybe you gave up your weekly pottery class or stopped going to those dance classes you loved. It's time to bring those activities back into your life. Well, guess what? It's time to dust off those dancing shoes and get your groove on. Reconnect with the things that make you feel alive. This is your chance to reconnect with your passions and rediscover the things that make your heart sing. Dive into those hobbies with renewed enthusiasm. And who knows, you might even surprise yourself with hidden talents or interests you never knew you had. The journey of self-discovery is full of exciting possibilities. All right, now that you're reconnected with your inner awesome, it's time to step outside that comfort zone. Think of it like this: your comfort zone is like that comfy old chair you love. It's familiar, it's safe, it's where you go to relax. But sometimes you gotta get off that comfy chair and try something new, right? It might feel a bit uncomfortable at first, but that's where growth happens. This is the time to try all those things you've always wanted to do, but never had the courage or the time. Make a list, set some goals, and start ticking them off one by one. Always wanted to learn how to tango? Go for it. Sign up for that dance class and let the rhythm take over. Dreamt of backpacking through Europe? Book that ticket. Plan your route, pack your bags, and get ready for an adventure of a lifetime. Wanted to try that weird-looking but delicious-smelling food truck down the street? Don't hesitate. Go on, live a little. You might discover a new favorite dish that you never knew existed. Think of it as a buffet of life experiences. Each new experience adds a unique flavor to your life. You've got a plate, and you can fill it with whatever you want. The choices are endless. You never know. You might just find your new favorite dish, or a new hobby that brings you joy. And hey, stepping outside your comfort zone also means meeting new people. Expanding your social circle can be incredibly rewarding. I know, putting yourself out there can be scary, especially after a breakup. But it's a step towards healing and growth. But trust me, it's worth it. The connections you make can lead to beautiful friendships and even new opportunities. Join a club, take a class, volunteer. There are so many ways to connect with people who share your interests. These activities can enrich your life in unexpected ways. And you never know, you might just make some lifelong friends. People who will support you and share in your journey. The key here is to say yes to new experiences. Embrace the unknown with open arms. Say yes to adventures. Say yes to opportunities. Say yes to life. Each yes opens a door to new possibilities. You'll be amazed at what you can achieve when you open yourself up to the possibilities. The world is full of opportunities just waiting for you to explore. Okay, let's get real for a minute. All this exploring and trying new things is amazing, but it means nothing if you don't have a strong foundation of self-love and acceptance. This is where the real magic happens, people. Think of it like building a house. You need a solid foundation before you can even think about putting up walls or a roof. Self-love is your foundation. It's about accepting yourself, flaws and all. It's about being kind to yourself, even when you make mistakes. It's about celebrating your successes, no matter how small. This is the time to start practicing self-care rituals that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Maybe it's taking long walks in nature, reading a good book, or treating yourself to a relaxing bath. Whatever makes you feel good, do more of it. And speaking of feeling good, let's talk about self-compassion for a second. We all have that inner critic, that voice that tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, or thin enough. Well, it's time to tell that voice to take a hike. The great philosopher Seneca once said, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." So true, Seneca, so true. Life is too short to waste time beating yourself up. Embrace your imperfections, celebrate your quirks, and remember that you are perfectly imperfect just the way you are. Okay, my friends, you've faced the void, you've embraced the fresh start, you've stepped out of your comfort zone, and you've built a solid foundation of self-love. Now what? It's time to move forward and embrace your amazing new chapter. This is your chance to create the life you've always dreamed of. What are your goals? What do you want to achieve? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Write it all down, make a plan, and then go after it with everything you've got. Think of it like planning a road trip. You might take a few wrong turns, you might hit a few bumps in the road, but hey, that's all part of the adventure, right? The important thing is to keep moving forward, to keep learning, to keep growing, and to never, ever give up on your dreams. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who believe in you and your dreams. These are your cheerleaders, your confidants, your partners in crime. They'll be there to celebrate your victories and offer a shoulder to cry on when you need it. This is your time to shine, to show the world what you're made of. So go out there, be bold, be brave, be you, and embrace this incredible new chapter with all your heart. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've been through a breakup and have tips or stories to share, drop them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more fun stuff. Remember, breakups are tough, but you are tougher. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're rediscovering yourself, you're embracing your power, and you're creating a future filled with love, laughter, and maybe even a little dancing. And hey, if you find yourself reaching for that extra slice of cake, don't worry, I won't judge. We've all been there. See you next time.